Yes, guys, welcome along to Aston Villa from the stands. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, and get your thoughts and feelings about that Liverpool game in the comments section below or in the live chat. And if you are watching on replay, then feel free to watch all the way through, see if you agree or disagree, because this is my honest, raw match reaction from today, the fan highlights and reactions of what you're about to see. Is this a game where I expected Aston Villa to win today? No. Going to Anfield is not a place I expect us to turn up and get a positive performance or result. However, there's always optimism. There's always realistic expectations. And if all 11 players clicked, if Villa tuned in, executed a game plan, there was always a chance we could have got something against Liverpool today. The issue, though, was that the key moments in the game once again let Aston Villa down in both ends of the boxes. It is inexcusable to be counter-attacked after counter-attack from your own set piece. Not once, but twice. The first goal that they scored, I'm sorry, but Leon Bailey, this guy, and I'm going to get into Leon Bailey. There's going to be a lot of chat about Aston Villa wingers in this reaction, so I want to hear your thoughts as well. But Leon Bailey, how he switched off from that set piece. We didn't get the full camera angle, but Bailey was the last man. He was not goal side of Mo Salah. His positioning was incorrect, and that killed us. And I have to say defensively, switched off on our own counter-attack from corner. Number two, Darwin Núñez then goes and puts one over the bar from a replica of our own corner coming in, and defensively, us not clearing it, defensively not being good enough to then deal with it, and Núñez, luckily, is old Darwin Núñez and puts it over the bar. And that frustrates me. But can we talk about the concentration in the penalty box as well? In the attacking penalty box. Key decisions, poor decisions being made again at the wrong time. And I've got to say, Kelleher kept them in the game with that Onana save from the corner, then the one from Morgan Rogers' corner. But the big moment for me, and I'm going to go to it, and big up to everyone in the chat, smash the like button as we're live right now, and getting your comments in. I will be coming straight to the comments as well. Morgan Rogers has to score 30 seconds into the second half. And I don't want to hear anything else. I don't want to hear any other excuses, any other reason. Morgan Rogers had to score 30 seconds into the second half to make the game 1-1 and to completely change the complexity of that second half. I am frustrated, again, at some of these players at the moment with their either it's confidence or quality, where we are bypassing massive opportunities, massive moments, and then getting punished for them. You have to score that chance, Morgan. It's happened before this season. Remember Fulham when he missed that chance? You have to take your big chances. So concentration at times and the key moments have not been good enough from Aston Villa. Not been good enough from Aston Villa. But let's go back to the key moment. We didn't expect to get anything at Anfield today, and yet it's the hope that kills us. It's the hope that kills us. The performance we saw today gave us hope. The performance today throughout 90 said we could have done something there. And you could argue, if it wasn't for Kelleher, we could have maybe scored a couple. Emi Martinez, for me, wasn't really tested. The second goal, again, Pau Torres tries to win a penalty. Clearly not a penalty. One ball from Szoboszlai to Salah. Diego Carlos gets in a mix-up. We get punished. 2 goals that were avoidable today. 2 goals that we got punished. And yet, I still come away with disbelief and disregard. Now we're going to start talking about some individuals at Aston Villa in a second, but I'm going to come to the comments because I appreciate it. I know I've been ranting a little bit. Big up to Jersey boys in the house. Liverpool fans said, hey, mate, been a while. Thought we played really well and could have scored more. Those corners of yours were awful. You kept giving us counters. Exactly what I was going on about there. Harry O'Neill, half of the players have to go. He's not happy. Said it was diabolical. Gary Howlett, Champions League is killing us. What else can it be? It's a great question of why. And I'm going to go into a key thing that is missing at Aston Villa right now. I'm going to go into some key moments about Aston Villa right now. Okay? Which is that. Suchip says, Carlos, very, very poor. Harsh, I think. Poor for the goal, but harsh. Harsh. I thought he actually defended quite well tonight. Aston Villa played better than expected. Harry said no, good enough. Gary said players believe in their own hopes as well. Angel said that was a decent game despite the result, but once again, our play in front of goal let us down. Watkins getting a bit of criticism in the chat as well. Leon was the only one there. At least he's quick enough. I'm not sure on that. Carl wants to know how we didn't get a penalty. Someone's has got to tell me what Boylish brings to the team. He looks like a youth team player. He's not ready. As for Bailey, when he plays, yeah, right. Let's get into the gist of it. Big up to Cloudy as well. And what Brain's coming on to. Aston Villa have a massive problem out wide now. I've sort of let it go over my head for a few weeks. I've sort of said, let's wait till everyone's back fit. I did not realise how short we are out wide. I did not realise how short we are out wide. Let's just cut to the chase here. Our wingers right now are Leon Bailey, Jaden Philogene, Jacob Ramsey, and a utility, John McGinn. Let that sink in for a second. There lies the issue. We have now lost an attacking spark, an attacking creativity, an attacking threat because we lack two wingers. First half, why did we look good? Because Jacob Ramsey was direct. He was driving with the ball of Morgan Rogers and he was exploiting the space. As soon as Jacob Ramsey went off, I knew we were cooked. I knew we were cooked going forwards. We've got serious issues out wide. Serious issues out wide that need fixing and addressing. We have to change it. Philogene, I'm sorry, but it doesn't look like he could beat a cone, let alone a player, let alone a mannequin. Jaden Philogene is just Leon Bailey, but younger at the moment. And it is worrying to think the only reason why I see Bailey starting games on that right-hand side at the moment is because he's left-footed and a bit more experienced. I don't see a world in which Philogene starts. And people say, yeah, but Philogene against Man United was awesome. We drew 0-0. We need a mix-up. Someone in my watch-along on Bigger said, why don't we try Costa Nedeljkovic as a right winger? Why not? I don't mind it. But Leon Bailey, for me, I can't watch him start another game. He's had now, we are what, 11 Premier League games in? He's had no impact in 11 Premier League games. Brain said Bailey kept losing control of the ball just when he expected to do something special. It's just not there at the moment. And I want to go to that word disjointed. Why is it going so wrong for Aston Villa? Because we're disjointed in our attack. We have lost all attacking flow. We have lost all attacking impetus. Villa, for me, always looked like scoring from set pieces. But the wavelengths, even with Watkins, even Rogers, the wavelength is all off now. And I hate to say it, but John Duran's got to start now. John Duran comes on, and he's just got that level of elevation. John Duran has got that level of, let's get this game going. Let's take the game. Let's not wait for the game. And I'm sorry, but I think that something's got to change massively in the attack. The attack seems too robotic, but I go back to it, and I feel sorry for the likes of Morgan Rogers and, in a way, Watkins, because the attack is lacking two wide men. We have no wide men. And I want to go back to it this season. 11 Premier League games in. 11 Premier League games in. We've relied on Onana goals. Duran won the goals. Scrappy Rogers goals. A few Watkins goals. But where is the consistency now on that front? Now, is it that the shirt is becoming too heavy for a few players? And if you don't know what that means, then basically the expectation now of Villa trying to finish on the top four, is that too much for some of these? I've just seen someone in chat put about Illing Jr. Illing Jr. is not the answer to the problem, by the way. He's just another stopgap. He's just another option off the bench. I want two wingers who start, who are dynamic, who will win you games. That's where I'm at now. And I think we're really stuck until January to sort that problem out. DJ Barber Green says you're too emotional. Wait a few minutes to chill. We played well. I said we played well, and I've said that actually. I went to Anfield expecting nothing, but the hope is what kills you. But anyone who's watched Villa now for the last 5 games, and you really watch them, will know we have a crisis out wide. This is not an overreaction just to today's game. It is a build-up now of seeing us at Spurs, seeing us at Club Brugge, seeing us at Palace at home, seeing us at Bournemouth home. We don't have a 8+ goal winger at the moment. We don't have a winger who can beat a man. And that, for me, is the biggest issue. And John McGinn getting stuck out wide is not the answer, chat. I thought we were past that. I thought we were past the days of John McGinn being out wide. But that's how poor our depth is out wide. Jacob Ramsey, injuries. Is Jacob Ramsey going to be one of those players in his career when he looks back and goes, I got cursed by injuries when I was younger? Again, this isn't me being angry. It's just stating facts. Jacob Ramsey has now suffered probably 3 or 4 injuries that have disrupted rhythm the last 2 years. Harsh to see, I know. But yeah, interested in some solutions. Ollie out wide, Mo Salah, direct, dynamic, unbelievable. But Duran has to start for me. Could it be worth a try to push Dean into win position? Look, I'm sure we're close to seeing. I'm sure we're close to seeing Luca Dean left back, Ian Matson left wing. I'm sure we're very, very close to seeing that from the start. I'm very sure we're seeing that close from the start. Ollie, though, exactly that, though, Harry, is that the way we're playing at the moment, and Ollie is being starved for service. When Duran comes on, he's getting an exact lack of service, but Duran is trying to take the game a bit deeper, trying to pick up the ball. A bit more of a presence, I think. But yeah, we need a bounce-back mentality. The international break. It's true, Brain. This is really true. We're talking about Villa's depth. And now it's become depth in the wrong areas. We got too many centre mids. Too many central players. Depth in the striking areas. But where is the depth where we need it? Look, genuine question here. Do you think the international break has come at the right time or the wrong time? Is it almost like Aston Villa need a game in the next few days to find a way to find form and rhythm again? Or do you think we need a complete reset, a complete break? Unai goes away, refreshes his mind, re-watches 100 clips, and then goes to drawing board. The World Cup come off so quickly, it's hard to believe. It's interesting. Again, winless in 5 now. So yeah, I'd like to know. The break is a blessing. We need it. Slit said it's good for a reset. Stan said we need Ezri back in the middle. I agree. I think Ezri Konsa hates playing right back the more I watch it at the moment for Villa. And the reason why he probably hates playing right back, I hate to say it again, is because what's in front of him. Ezri's been relying on... Ezri's actually sort of being asked to be the attacking output on the right-hand side these days as well. I don't think that's his game. But how many good... Actually, talking of Ezri Konsa, can we take a moment to appreciate some of his incredible tackles? Some of the last-ditch tackles that Ezri Konsa made today was absolutely out of this world. A couple of times. And I've got to credit that for that piece of defending. But Garrett's right, no Rodgers, no party. And the frustrating thing about Morgan Rodgers is that, again, there's a lot of expectation on him. And Rodgers is everything that's positive, but he's still a rough diamond. There's still so much tidying up needed in Morgan Rodgers' game. He gets dispossessed in really poor areas, centrally sometimes. His through ball, that clinical through ball sometimes is off, and his finishing is inconsistent. And true, you did, Kevin, you have said that. But I'm shocked at how we got ourselves into this really weird position out wide. That's what's going through my head. It's not even about today's game. It's just what I'm seeing now, where those issues are. Liverpool. Let's quickly touch on Liverpool. Controlled, measured, ruthless. As I put in the title, Liverpool are ruthless today. Liverpool hit us on the break really well, but they look very dynamic going forward. And I'll probably tell you this, chat. I'll probably tell you this. Is I actually don't think Liverpool got out of third or fourth gear. I think they kept the ball in their defence very passively, moved the ball around very passively. And basically, I actually think Liverpool think they've got away with one a little bit here today. Go back to it. Football's a game of moments. You got countered twice. Yet Kelleher pulls off 2 worldies, and Rodgers misses a big chance. And I just think that, Darwin Núñez, yeah, apart from they were ruthless in their chances they had in terms of killing the game. They killed the game at the right moments. Do we change formation? Do we go to a 3-back? Do we go 3-5-2? Do we play 2 strikers in Duran and Watkins with no 10? Do we change it up? I don't know. But Unai's definitely going to have to tinker. Unai's definitely going to have to address this big, big problem. I thought Van Dijk and Konate were class again. Strong physical centre-halves. I thought Gravenberch was excellent for them. Mo Salah is just Mo Salah. His numbers don't lie. His impact in football games, an assist and a goal. This guy's just next level, chap. This guy's next level, Mo Salah. He is one of the greatest. And I have to credit Liverpool today in the sense that it did feel like a very Champions performance. In the sense of Man City lost today. Liverpool keep the ball around the back. They managed the game. They got their counter-attack goal. They then rode a wave of Villa attack. And what did they do? They kept the ball again away from us for 10, 15 minutes. Games like this, were important for a team like Liverpool tonight. And they ticked the box, in my opinion. So, yeah, I think that the Villa players will need to look at each other. I think Unai and his backroom staff are going to have a look at this. And let's just quickly share the league table, by the way, so you can see what this means. Our next 2 games are Crystal Palace and Chelsea. Crystal Palace is almost becoming a massive, massive game. So is it all doom and gloom with the league table? No. And this is why. Aston Villa are in 8th on 18 points. Our goal difference of 0. But if you look at Fulham, they're just ahead of us in goal difference. Arsenal play Chelsea tomorrow. Now, I'll be honest. Arsenal-Chelsea needs to be a draw, in my opinion. A draw would be the best result for Villa. That leaves us then, and hopefully Forest drop points somehow. Can't remember who Forest have. But basically, if we can keep from 8th to 3rd, a 1-point gap, then Crystal Palace, we win at Crystal Palace, we propel ourselves back in that top 4. And we've got to play Chelsea. So, listen, chat. It's a massive, massive table this year in which teams are very compact together. Teams are very compact together. You tell me, and Spurs will be on 3, but yeah, you tell me that this top 4 race is not going to be one of the tightest coming up. I think this top 4 race could be the tightest we've seen in about 5 or 6 seasons. The Liverpool 5 points clear is unbelievable. Yeah, big up to everyone in the chat. By the way, massive shout out to Angel. Thank you very much. We're loving angels and thank you, Angel, for your donation. She said, obligatory, keep the faith. Some revenge is due versus Crystal Palace after break, and this is the perfect chance to revive our form up the Villa. Angel, you couldn't have said it any better. You couldn't have said it any better. Having a chance to put it right against a Crystal Palace team who, by the way, are in a bit of free-for-all. A Crystal Palace team who are struggling. And after our Carabao Cup exit, we owe them. We absolutely owe them. So, look, let's go to, again, as I said, a goal difference of 0. It's not ideal, but this is what Villa have coming up in our next 4 games. And I'm telling you now, this is massive. Palace, Juve in the Champions League, Chelsea, then Brentford. 4 massive games. Palace, Brentford, Chelsea. 9 points available in the league. Right now, chat, after that game today and seeing Villa come back, I'd like to know, how many points out of 9 do you think Villa get out of Crystal Palace, Chelsea and Brentford? How many points? How many points out of 9? Brentford, Chelsea, Palace, how many points do you think we get out of those fixtures? Please do let me know. Practice race for real. Villa squander their spot on top four. Absolutely. Carlos answers too cheap. Some people are preferring Diego Carlos. I actually don't think he was too bad today. I don't think he was too bad. So there we go. Gary said we're probably the sixth best team in the Prem, which is no disgrace. Let's stop overreacting and win a cup. I wish we could win a cup, Gary, but I don't think our manager's putting the eggs in the right baskets for that. What else have we got? Some of you got low points. Brain's going 6. Kevin 4. 3. Gary. Jordan 2. Wow, not confident some of us, which is interesting to see. So look, for me, we have to beat Palace. We have to beat Brentford. If we can get something against Chelsea, it's a Brucey bonus. 6 points for me is exactly what we should be aiming for. And just to keep points ticking over and beat Juve in the Champions League. And then it's not all doom and gloom. Remember last season, Villa played really well in December. It was actually January where we struggled. So hopefully we can have another good December. But yeah, overall feelings from today is that we went to Anfield not expecting much. But throughout the game, Villa gave us hope. We got countered by 2 corners that was absolutely unforgivable. Liverpool were ruthless on their counter. Villa had chances. Kelleher kept them in the game. But the bottom line is Aston Villa's attack is very disjointed. We've lost the ability to keep clean sheets. And we have a winger issue. We have a winger issue. And if anyone wants to try and convince me otherwise, then please do. I can't see a world where Leon Bailey starts again. Again, I don't want to see Leon Bailey start, basically. But then I'm also saying, is Philogene the right answer? I don't know. I have no idea. We need alternatives. That's all I can say. So, look, it's a weird one. My other bit of keep the faith vibe is this, chat. My other keep the faith vibe is this. Manchester City are in their worst run of form ever. Teams can have sticky patches. Liverpool could have one. Spurs might go on and have one. Chelsea might go and have one. But we are going to find that teams are going to have these patches. But going to Anfield, and I'm telling you, there's some Liverpool fans who probably thought we played well today. There'll be some Villa fans who thought there were some positives today. And there'll be some Villa fans who sat here going, we're pickled, we're screwed. And I'm in both ways. I see the positives from today. I actually think we created, we worried Liverpool, we threatened them, they struggled. But I also would say this, you know, it's a results business. We're winless now in 5. We had chances to take points today with the moments in the game with Morgan Rogers, with the headers. And so, yeah, big up Alan Ford's in the house. Harry O'Neill, big up Harry. He said, it's scary what has happened to our attacking outlet. We need signings in Jan, and if we don't, I'm worried. But up the Villa always, Emery and Harry. Loving your input, loving your comments. It is weird to see our attack that was ebbing and flowing just look like they'd never played with each other. It looked like they'd never really played together. And you talk about Ramsey, you talk about Rogers, talk about Watkins, talk about Bailey, all their last season. So there's no excuses. But yeah, Carlos is getting a split in the chat, I think. So, all right, let me just ask you directly. Who would you rather see at centre-half? Who's your 2 centre-halves? Tell me in the chat right now. I know who it should be. It should be Powell and Esri. But then tell me who goes right back. And that's another issue. Or would you rather see Powell and Mings and Esri stays right back? Like, are you ready to see Matt Cash back at right back? Do you want Kostin and Djokovic? Let me know. How do you sort that issue out with Carlos as well? But yeah. Harry O'Neill, legend. Big up you, my friend. Big up you. Thank you so much. It means so much. But yeah, do you think Leon is missing Diaby? I don't even know if that's an excuse anymore. I'll be honest. I don't even know if we can put it down as an excuse. It's 11 games in. He's tripping over his own feet. Bailey is tripping over his own feet. He's lost all idea of how to cut on his left. He looks like he runs in mud. I don't know. We always concede goals, even at our recent best, but always had the ability to score. It's an inability to score now has really exposed us. Exactly that, Keita. Villa till I die. Exactly that. Don't know if Emery will ever get sacked, Alan, but the spotlight's now on Unai to fix this, I would say. And Djokovic is right, Constant Torres CB. Constant Torres, Carlos Torres still again. Pau and Esri, or Pau Mings right back, has to be Costa. Yeah, we got to try it. We've got to try something different at right back. And we really do. So, there we go. So, unfortunately, we go into the international break now. Winless in 5. And a bit of a reset, and then all eyes on Crystal Palace. That's going to be the massive one. Throughout the international break, we'll do some more Villa discussions. I want to do a thing where we're going to rank the current Villa players' performances this season, and we'll tier grade them. A bit of a tier list. Your opinions. Villa tier list on who's performed what and where and how and what you'd rate it and where the issues are. So there we go. But yeah, interesting to say the least. But yeah, big up to everyone who's either watched the watch long today on Big Up. I really do appreciate that support out there. World class from you lot. Big up to everyone who's right here on the match reaction. I really, really do appreciate you guys, wherever it is on any platform, any community, coming over and following it means a lot. And I love just talking Villa with you. And you lot love talking Villa, and that's why it works so well. Palace Nets, can't see us getting 4 points. I don't know. Palace, it's at home. That's the only thing I can say. Stan said, what about a right wing without Ramsey? You can run, I don't know. Wings, just, it's hurting my head talking about wingers right now. Yeah, I'm bouncing. Football's a Saturday night. It's frazzled us. There we go. Liverpool, top of the league, top of Champions League, 5 points clear of City, 9 clear of third. It's a massive thing for them. Chat, big up to Keita, big up to Alan, to Standing, to Jordan, to Cloudy, to my man whose name I can't say, to Harry O'Neill, to all of you lot, Gary, Alan Ford, Sue Cheap, Angel, Clock. There's so many of you. Kevin, thank you so much. And I'm going to say a massive shout out to these two, Angel and Harry O'Neill. Absolute freaking legends. Super chat appreciated. And make sure you drop a like on the way out. Make sure you smash a comment if you're watching on replay. And I'm out of here, chat. Big up. Much love. Ta-da. See you very soon. Keep posted. Up the Villa. We go again. Ta-da.